Okay, hey viewers, for what few of you guys are watching this, longtime viewers of mine, may recognize this as kind of a reboot of an old video I did, or an old topic, but basically I'm here to talk to you today because I get a lot of questions, I really do. They're like, are you really gay? Oh my goodness, Gorshum, you're gay, what? Let me start that off by saying yes I am. And it always kind of amuses me, people's reaction. Because they're like, you're gay, you can't be gay, because the way that you talk and the gay and I don't know how this became a song. Outtake. Because they're like, oh my goodness, you're gay, but gay is evil, but you're funny. But it's evil, but you're funny. And oh no, I'm conflicted. I gotta go to the doctor for this confliction I got. And I go to the doctor, and he's like, what is wrong? It's like, doctor, I got a confliction. And you're like, what? I got a confliction, doctor, and I don't know what to do about it. It's like there's no medicine for confliction. There's not. I'm sorry. But shoot, did they go without me? I'm thinking of playing Diablo 3 with my family as I record this. But I will never forget. As a matter of fact, I will never, as long as I live, I will never forget. Had a friend of mine, real life, and when he found out, he's like, we're still friends. But a little while later, he comes to me and he's like, man, my grandmother always used to tell me that gay people were demons. And I was kind of weirded out at first when you told me, but it's like you're so normal. You don't act like a demon at all. It's crazy. I mean, being around you like changes my whole view on things. And I was laughing so hard that I was crying. It was the funniest thing I had. It was the best. It was one of the best responses I've ever got. I was, oh my goodness, it was fantastic. But it occurs to me while I'm sitting here making jokes and laughing, I'm not actually talking about anything. So let me say that yes, I am gay. But gay people are just like anybody else for the most part. You probably know one and you don't know it. Like me, nobody knew. It's a great mystery. I could have my own Indiana Jones movie. That would be awesome. Anyway, there are some that stick out more than others because of ways they choose to act, which I don't personally agree with, but I understand. Now, let me preface that by saying I'm not talking about the parades. That's fine. I don't care. I'm talking about the lisp and the wrist flicking and the that kind of stuff. Like if they want to do that, that's their business. It's fine. But I don't personally agree with that. I've always felt that it's a substitute for having a personality, and that sounds mean. I know. But the thing is, they're matching a stereotype because there's no one to teach them how to be, how to act, how to do things. When you're straight, you're lucky because you have all these role models that tell you, okay, you're growing up, you'll start to like girls, you'll start to do this and that, and you better play football and be a guy because guys don't cry, and you got all this. When you grow up gay, you have no idea what's going on. It's just like things are happening, you don't know. You don't know. It's like, oh my goodness. I don't think I could be on the football team anymore. I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm just saying. There's some stuff. Yeah, It was good playing with you guys. I'm gonna be over here now. Cause when I was growing up, I heard the word maybe about twice. My family didn't talk about it. We never talked about it. We never spoke of it. And I didn't know. I'm sitting here growing up. I'm like, wow, that guy's so cool. I wish I could be cool like that. I wonder if that means something that I'll figure out later in life. Probably not. I'm just gonna think he's really cool for now, and I would just leave it at that. And it didn't click with me. It did not. My mind was like, huh, that's weird. And all my friends are, as we're growing up, they're like, man, that girl, I'd love to, orthogonalize her vectors with the Taylor series expansion, if you know what I mean. It's like, I don't know what you mean, actually. And it's like, oh, it's alright, you're just a late bloomer, it'll happen, it'll happen. And I couldn't figure it out. It happens. It just happens. You fall for somebody. You're around them and your heart's like, dum 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 dum. And it's like, oh crap, what's going on? What's happening? Am I having a heart attack? Is that what they call this? What's going on? Oh no, why are they coming closer? Oh no, hello, I'm Gorshum, and I'm like 12 or 13 or something. I don't know. I forgot my age. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm just gonna be in class, and goodbye. You just run off, and you have no idea what's happening. Man, that was crazy. I don't know what that was. That was crazy madness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. Oh crap, don't I have football practice? I better get there. And then you get there and the coach is like, hello everybody, I'd like to welcome the new team member we got here. Say hi to everybody. And it's the same guy. And you're like, oh geez, dum 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 dum. It's like, oh my goodness, this is terrible bad news. This is terrible. It's like, hey, gotta practice our tackles. Why don't you go across from Gorshum over there? It's like, what? Coach has been reading my diary. Again. And it's like, coach, he's like twice my size. He's huge. He's huge and big and muscular. And I'm like small and dainty and fragile. This is terrible, isn't it? Like maybe one of the linebackers. Match it with one of them. This is a terrible idea. Oh my goodness, this is hello. And then you inevitably get tackled because you're sitting there and you have no idea what to do, and your heart's just going crazy. It's like, oh my goodness, and you're tackled, and then you're on the ground, and it's like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, what do I do? What do I do? Oh my goodness, and you're blushing, you're going crazy, everything's going crazy, you have no idea what's going on, and it is just all super embarrassing. How did I get onto this story? Why did nobody stop me? Why was no one like Gorshum? You're getting sidetracked because the recording. Um, so so back on point though is that if that weren't hard enough, honestly, you get there's a lot of hate thrown your way. The first thing you do is, if you're smart, you talk to your friends about it before you say anything to your family. Guys, I don't know what's happening, but for some reason, whenever that person comes around, it's just like, and then and it's and I don't even and can't speak, and they're like, oh, you're in love. I'm like, what? You're in love? Who is she? What's her name? I was like, oh, her name is Wilhelmina the First. See you later. And then you get home and you're thinking about it, love. I can't be in love. Well, I mean, I can't be in love, but not with them. That's not how it works. That's not. What is wrong with your body? You are betraying me. This is weird. Okay, so I don't know. I don't know. What do I do now? I don't know. I don't understand this. Maybe I should talk to Sarah about it. Sarah would know. Sarah is fantastic. She knows this stuff. So I'll go talk to Sarah, and she's like, "Oh my goodness, you're in love. Who is it?" Well, that's where it gets weird. And slowly, her eyes get bigger, and you just see this Cheshire grin spreading across her face. And it's at that moment that you realize you are in grave danger, and you just made the worst mistake. And then several hours of playing dress up later, okay, you're perfect. Now go talk to him. It's like, what? No, I don't want to go talk. No. Then you're just sent out. It's like, well, what do I do now? What is he like? Football, okay. Hey, um, football. You like it? I like it. Everybody likes it, except the people who don't like. Their people who don't like it. I was just telling you that one day I hope to do YouTube videos. It'd be really nice. But not today. Not today. I don't even know what YouTube is. It hasn't been invented yet, so that's kind of silly. But yes, and you're a very good quarterback. I'm just saying, and I love the way that you handle. No, I mean, I'm into football. I'm leaving. And it's worse too because when you go to your family, when you try to tell your family that you're gay, it's like, I think that I don't like girls. You will one day. I really don't think so. I'm just saying, I might have some insider trading knowledge here going on, and I think it's not going to happen. What are you talking about? How do you know about the stocks? I don't know. Those things they kept people in, threw tomatoes at their heads, and like, never mind. But what are you trying to say? I think that I am gay, and you always get the same reaction. It's dead silence. Dead silence. Oh, I see. And then you were never treated the same again. It's very depressing. There's a lot of therapy. Yeah, I got to enjoy the attempted therapy cure. That was one of the many fun events of my life. And some people just don't accept you. Like my brother is a good example, actually. My oldest brother. When I was a kid, I looked up to him. I always looked up to him just to death. He's my role model, my idol. But when he found out I was gay, he buried himself further into his religion and he pushed me away. And we've never had a good relationship since. There were several years where we simply did not speak to each other because it was not good. When you're gay, you get so much hate from pretty much every area of your life. In fact, something I probably never told you guys about was I actually got harassed in college for it. And when I tried to report it to the school, they just swept it under the rug. I had recording evidence, I had handwritten notes. I mean, this was by the teacher, might I add. And I had mountains of evidence. And they were like, oh, well, we don't feel the same way, so therefore, we're just not going to do anything about it. It happened in high school, too. And a little bit in junior high. At work, this happens everywhere. And as sad as it sounds, you get used to it. You get used to it. People like to say these days, and this always pisses me off, we're such a great country, we don't hate and discriminate anymore. I'm like, you know what? That is such bull. Because you do. You do. You still do. You just think it's okay because you don't think we're people. That's what it is. In fact, my brother recently said the nicest thing to me that he has ever said to me in his life. He said, you are not an abomination. You are a person. It was the nicest thing he has ever said to me. It is a very depressing statement, I know, but it was the sweetest thing he'd ever said. Okay, so I lost what I was talking about. Sorry if you can hear my game in the background. It's probably overdubbed to a completely separate game or something. I don't know. Now, mind you, that's not to say that it's all bad. It's not. Some of the best friends I have ever made in my life have been my girlfriends. And although we really try not to discuss anything in depth because I'm exceedingly logical and have little patience, I would not have traded those relationships for the world. And it has given me a unique perspective on life, hatred, and bigotry that I would never have had otherwise, unless I had been a victim to it for most of my life. It does get better. It does get better. I mean, I've got over 1,000 subscribers. I graduated college with high honors. My dad and my other brother accept me for who I am, and that's worth its weight in gold, or whatever is, currently really valuable. Diamonds are forever something. Concubines? I don't know. But whatever it is, it's worth the weight in it. Does that have a weight? I don't know. That's besides the point. But I just wanted to make this because a lot of people ask me about being gay. Are you really gay? You don't seem gay, yada yada. And I just wanted to kind of to relate some stories to you, let you know what I experience is just like what everyone else experiences. The love jitters, the wonder, the curiousness, the friendship, the troubles, everything. It's the same as anybody else. And if you have any questions you want to ask me about it, feel free. I love people asking questions about it because it means people are curious, people are interested, people want to know and they want to learn, and it makes me feel good. If you don't have anything you want to know, that's fine. That doesn't matter. But if there's anything at all, no matter how weird, no matter how whatever, feel free to ask and I will answer. I may just tell you I don't know the answer, but I will answer. If you don't feel comfortable asking it on the comments, feel free to just send me a PM. I will happily field any questions you got. I'm good to go. So I hope this has taught you guys a bit more about what it means to be gay. It's really not that different, and that we can all just get along and have fun. And frankly, for you straight guys out there, it's great to have a gay friend because they make a perfect wingman. Because they don't want any of the girls you want, they can set you up. It's perfect. I will say though, real quick before I end this, I will say that I do definitely act different around different groups of people. I act different around you than I do around my family. I act different around my family than I do around my friends. I act different around my friends than I do someone I have a crush on. It's all different. So there are many sides of Gorshum, many shades of Gorshum. That'd be a good book or a good TV series. Many shades of Gorshum. I'm gonna be thinking about that for a while. So anyways, for those of you who came, watched, listened, laughed, had some fun, learned some things, thank you for coming, thank you for watching. You guys are really fantastic. Guys, girls, intersex, transgender, everybody. Love you all. And feel free to leave the comments below. My name is Gorshum, and I will talk to you next time. P.S. Never hide your pride for any reason. You should always be open, you should always be honest.